Hello and welcome to this quick cinematography breakdown. We're gonna have a look at this shot here, which is lit just using one light. Let's get into it. So the light that we used was an aperture 200x coming from the left hand side through a spotlight. I believe it was a 36-degree one, and it was just lighting her up and some of the background here. And we used one of the gobo filters that you can put into the spotlight to break up this light, to give it some more depth and make it look a bit more natural. But also we added in front of the light some foliage to break it up another time to make it even more natural. The spillage of the spotlight is giving us quite some nice pattern lighting in the background, but of course this is also due to the location that has those nice patterns in the white wall, which we usually, white walls not the greatest, don't like. The slight fill and blue ambience that you're getting here is just the room ambience that we had, and we blocked out the windows mainly, but of course there was some leaking through with daylight, which is filling in just a bit of that ambience. Also on her face we didn't even diffuse it even more, it was just what the spotlight was giving us here and the fill and the bounces in the room that were happening. What I did make sure was that we do not clip the fire here, so I wanted to make sure that those two elements here, the skin tones, the fire and the background of course, are really nice balanced. And we were shooting on the Canon C500 Mark II, which has great dynamic range as well, which makes this easier. Cool, we also have the reverse shot here, which in my opinion is not quite as nice, but let's have a look at it as well and maybe analyze why it's not quite as nice. It was lit very differently. We had a, outside of here, outside of the window, we had an aperture 1200D coming inside, and it had full CTO filter on there to give us more or less the same color temperature that we had earlier, which of course is 3200 Kelvin. And that light is also the same light that is giving us some shape in the background here, which I quite like. And we had some fill here, which was a bit more daylight color. From the left hand side it was an 8x8 that we just lit from the back with a softbox, which is giving us all this fill here, and I do feel like it is needed, and I should have added some more or wrap it a bit more towards the camera to give us some more highlights in the eyes as well, some highlights, etc. It's a bit high, as you can tell by this shadow here. It's coming from the top a bit, whilst it would have been perfectly fine just coming at eye level here, or even a bit from below, whatever, just to fill in the eyes a bit more. What else? We had a practical in here, which is an aperture to aperture MC, and what I do like about this shot are those patterns that we're getting from those reflections that we're getting from the table here, which are quite nice. Yes, this pretty much is what we did with this specific shot here that was shot with just one light. This here of course had 2 or 3 lights with the practical here. I really like this one, it gives a lot of atmosphere, a lot of depth, and that by using just one light. Yeah, feel free to leave a comment and see you next time.